NFL 22. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the 49ers and the Packers coming up next.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded right around the 8. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They will be led out by their dual-threat quarterback, the veteran from Clemson. It's Deshaun Watson.
And he's off to a fantastic start to the season. Already 8 touchdown passes in just his first 2 weeks of the year. Now, I don't think that's a pace he's going to be able to sustain, but at the very least, he's got this offense humming here to start things out.
On first down, it's Watson. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. To get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of carries, 108 yards.
And when I watch them operate, I see a unit that's playing with extreme confidence. Offensive line, tight ends, wide receivers. You see a group that wants their number 8 rusher in the league end up being in the top 5 before it's over.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. And to give this time to the tailback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. Finds a seam inside the 40. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 34-yard line.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, here's Watson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring up the 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff looking right. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Hands it off out of the gun. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Go, go, run, run, run. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. Back to throw, Watson. Touchdown! That's caught. Deebo Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told, and it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. So now it's the Packers' turn to go on offense for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive, because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
A run with Jones on first down, not going to yield much. A yard tops. 2nd down coming up. The numbers for him from a week ago, a boatload of carries, 86 yards. 2nd and 9 now.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
Now a play fake here on first down. And his pass incomplete.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field, a nickel set for 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 30.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Bulldozes past him. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. I was waiting for them to get there first because the momentum they carry from last week, unbelievable. They had a snowman, 8 sacks.
You were surprised that it took this long, and this isn't that long, truthfully. But here's the thing. If you've seen that on tape, your offensive line is going to have to ask for help. Tight end has to stay in. If you use a fullback, keep him in. Make sure you have extra people to try and keep your quarterback upright. Didn't work on that play.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing in 7-3. So a good kick there. Finished off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
From the 10. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Here's Watson. Finding some room at midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line.
Someone sharp in this game. He had a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
2nd and 5 now. Watson. And he whips that one incomplete there. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To throw is Watson. He finds Hillman. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage. Let's go!
I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Watson looking for the end zone. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Tucker now to add the point after. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Here's Jones again on second down. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. After one, a 14-3 ball game.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again.
Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll look to throw here. And this is going to be incomplete. On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration. So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is going to be Packer football. Oftentimes you say some guys have a knack for creating turnovers. He forced a fumble last week, forces another one.
And one of my good coaching buddies, Frank Delano, always told me, hey, Davis, creating turnovers is not as much about skill as it is about desire.
Oh, I thought it was going to be will, because will rhyme with skill.
Come on, man.
With desire. We'll go with desire.
What are you, the rhyme master now?
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential, but when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he's got some space here. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big play there.
Well, we've said it many times, Charles, when you have weapons like this at the wide receiver position, just get them the football any way that you can, and here it's in the run game.
And that was an example of catching a team off guard because it really paid off for them. They weren't ready for that at all. I know they weren't ready to try and catch him because once he hit full stride, that was going to turn into a big play, and it did.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
One back in the game. That's Jones, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. And Charles, he's able to dive in there in a short yardage situation.
Just find a place to get to the end zone. Didn't matter where it was, but once he did, used his nose for the end zone and dove in.
Now the try here for the point after. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. That time a 6-play drive. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. With 3rd down coming up.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That catch, number 750 of his NFL career, and it puts him even with not just one but 2 Hall of Famers, Michael Irvin and Charlie Joyner. So some pretty good company at 750.
Yeah, you talk about the playmaker, Michael Irvin, and the guy who just made plays, Charlie Joyner. And that's what we're seeing here. Similar style in terms of being dependable, being open, and turning it into plays that you remember.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
Now Watson. And he slings one that's incomplete. The Niners on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he comes back with one complete.
And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Watson off play action. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Not enough, though, for first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves him at 3rd and 1.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Now it's Watson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. It's good, and it's 21-10. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This one taken just inside the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Here we go.
Davante Adams in the Packer offense heading back out. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us, but sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Again, he was looking for Davante Adams. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. It's complete. He finds Falk here. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. He'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. He wants it all for the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are back within a score.
Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And from where we sit, if you had told me that that ball was somehow going to get from point A to point B, I would have told you no way. I mean, that was an absolute cannon shot, and he still dropped it right on the money, too.
Yeah, that throw, my goodness, and even 70 yards through the air.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to 4. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it ends with a Packers touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And that's how you generate excitement on a team. Keep your offense moving at a really high level. And it's also how you establish leadership by playing that well. 3 touchdown passes. That's the way to lead.
Now he's just hoping for number 4. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Watson, Packer pressure, and down he goes. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as he'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
Back to throw again.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's incomplete.
Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We'll start things out with the battle for Ohio. This one at First Energy Stadium as Cleveland hosts Cincinnati. And that one tied 14 apiece in the second quarter. From there, we'll head down to Charlotte to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they trail in that ball game to the visiting Tennessee Titans. DeAndre Hopkins, a touchdown reception. We continue on with a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Niners. And they've had some success on the ground. And with the lead going into the second half, they'll no doubt be looking to keep it going. Meanwhile, for the Packers, we take a look there at the numbers for them running the football in that first half.